Yes, guys. Big up, everyone. Hope you're all doing well this afternoon. Thank you very much for joining me. Appreciate everyone here. Um, I haven't been live for a while. I haven't actually done a show for a while since I think the Sam show Friday night. So yeah, I've been not been feeling great over the weekend and that, but feeling better now. And yeah, I want to have a conversation with everyone before we start the show as well. Um, so I'm just waiting for everyone to come in first. Then I just want to have a conversation with everyone before we start this show off uh, properly. Big up the chat though. Always appreciate you guys jumping in. Make sure you're hitting the likes, guys. Make sure you're subscribing, sharing, and all that stuff. And as you can see, uh, the channel is continuously sponsored this month by Match Bingo for the month of August. This sponsorship will carry on for the rest of the season if people are hitting that QR code you see on the screen now and checking out my Match Bingo. So if you've not done that yet and you don't want to join up but you just want to go and check it out, just scan the QR code on your screen now, and yeah, you just helps out the channel, man. Just helps out the channel, helps me out massively as well. So yeah, I'm good, man. Hope everyone's doing good, man. Hope everyone's good. Yeah, we're going to talk about the football today. We're going to talk about everything. Going to talk about my situation as well, because I want to have a conversation about you guys with you guys so far about my situation here on YouTube as well. So I need to talk to you guys about that as well. So make sure you're hitting that like button, guys. Um, I'm going to get to the opening day of the weekend. We're going to talk about Friday night's game in a minute. We'll talk about transfers coming up, what Arne Slot's got planned as well, in the way we're going to play this season. But first, I want to talk about obviously Friday night on the Sam show and things like that. And, you know, me personally and things I'm not very proud of right now and things that annoy me and stuff like that. So I you was one away from a full house of Match Bingo yesterday night game. Big up, man. Did you win on two lines then, James? Big up, man. I hope you won on two lines. Guys, if you've not done Match Bingo yet and you're new around here, or if you've not done it before, my QR code is on the screen. Hit that, takes you to Match Bingo, helps the channel. Again, sponsored by Match Bingo throughout the month of August. So if you've not got Match Bingo, you just want to have a quick look at it, just hit the QR code on the screen, and it helps out the channel. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to talk about transfers in a little bit, but I wanted to talk about myself on YouTube first before we carry on. So I'm just waiting for the people to come in, and then we'll go chat about it, because I don't really want people to miss what I'm saying. I don't want to repeat myself too much either. Big up the chat, though. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's big up some people in the chat right now. Kev, I hate the fact that YouTube acts everyone's names now. I don't know why we do that. It annoys me because some people's acts are different to what their names were previously. But big up the chat, man. Hope you're all doing well. Of course, thank you for being here as always as well. Much love to everyone. Big up, peeps. Big yourselves up, everyone. Every single one of you. Big yourselves up, man. Much love, much love, much love. So, obviously, on Friday on the Sam Show, obviously, a lot of, I weren't. So, on the Sam Show on Friday, obviously, I've seen the comments on the Sam Show. Be on me here in chat as well. People calling me out on the Sam Show, saying I'm a baby. What's wrong with Jamie? Why is he rude and all that? All right, I started the Sam Show off quite badly. I admit that. I was a bit of a pathetic bitch. I ain't gonna lie. But a lot of the context. Here's the thing, right? I don't know if a lot of people know, yeah, but my hip is really bad, yeah. I got a bad hip. My hip is shit, right? And unfortunately, the painkillers I have to take for my hip are very powerful, very strong. And I have to take them quite regularly now you're meant to take them before you go to bed, really, right? So you take your painkiller before you go to bed, and you sleep it off, and it helps you sleep and stuff like that. But when my hip's so bad now, I have to take it through the day sometimes as well. But the problem is, it's so strong, it fucks you up. And I ain't gonna lie, it messes you up. It messes your hormones up and everything, and your personality changes and all that. It's a weird thing to take, but I need to take it because my hip is so bad. Um, so obviously, just for a Sam show, that is what I took. I took a tablet to help me with my pain. Um, yeah, and I want, I want, it messes up. So what it does, it because it blocks the pain out, man. Because it blocks all the pain out, right, in your body. So it sort of messes up with your brain, sort of thing, yeah. And it just changes for some reason. It just sort of changes my personality a little bit, and it fucked me up to a way that I couldn't hold back. You know what I'm like, guys. Big up everyone in chat, man. Um, You know what I'm like, guys. I find it hard to bite my tongue in a way, especially when people are talking bullshit. Do you know what I mean? When I hear bullshit being spoke, I find it really hard to just sit there and bite my tongue. I've always been the same. That's just me, even in my normal life. Yeah, like, when I smell bullshit or hear bullshit, I just have to call it out. But when you're on the tablets I'm on at the moment because of my hip, I've got no filter, like literally none. It just comes out. I can't bite my tongue. I can't just let it go, and it just comes out. And I act like a buffoon. I act crazy, and it goes a bit over the top. And that's what happened on Friday's show. And I just ain't been feeling right, man. Since then, I haven't been feeling right since then. So that's why I haven't really done no shows or anything like that. To be absolutely fair to you, I've had stomach issues as well, man. Um, Big up, Mia. Much love. So yeah, it just affects me sometimes. So yeah, I can't really change them because it's what I need. Um, but I'm not. What I'm going to do, I'm just not going to do shows anymore if I feel like my hip's bad and I have to take my tablets. That's what I'm going to do from now on. So I'm not going to go on people's shows anymore. On my show, it's different because it's my show and it's my voice, and I can say and do what I want on my channel. Do you know what I mean? But going on other people's channels and other people's shows, if I feel like my hip's hurting or I've got to take my medication or anything like that, I'm just not going to go on them shows anymore. Because what it does, it puts me in a bad light, and it puts me in a light where if people are watching me for the very first time, they know nothing about me, and they see that, they're like, who is this idiot? Like, who is this dickhead? Why'd I go and check his channel out? So that's what I'm going to do from now on. If I don't, if I'm not feeling right, I'm just not going to go on these shows anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because I get wound up as well, man. I get wound up far too easy, and you know what I'm saying. It's just, yeah, CBD is something I might have to try as well. Big up everyone. Big up my man as well. He's saying he's in the hospital having infusions as we speak. But big up and Sean, I hope you're doing okay, man. I went on pain management because my temp hit the roof. No worries, I feel you. Big up. Appreciate it. Jamie, big up to you. I watched the show and you wasn't out of order on the Sam show. Sorry, but I agree with your point. It's the others panel that got sensitive over your reaction. Maybe they should grow up. Big up, Randy. Big up my man James Redmond in the house as well. Much love to you, man. Go easy on yourself, mate. We've all had a mad day. Oh, we all love your champ up the Mighty Reds. Big up, James. Hope you're doing good, man. James as well. Much love to Mr. Redmond as well, who's been on my Big Up channel the last 2 Thursday nights. We're going to try and get him on again this Thursday night if he's listening there. And he's a great guy. He's made that show even more exciting and better as well with his beautiful enthusiasm as well. So big up, Mr. Redmond. But I hope Sean's all right as well. Big up, Sean, man. Just see you going for an infusion. So yeah, look, everyone knows me by now, the years that I've been doing this. You know my personality. You know the way I am, and way I am is I'm a fun-loving person who makes some silly jokes from time to time, and that's just the way. It's just the way I am. I like to make silly jokes. I've no filter. It's just me. I don't have a filter. I just say what I see, and it just comes out my gob. But I can have fun with it. I mean, I usually got a smile on my face and happy. But obviously on Friday night, um, I don't know what. It's just because my hip was so bad. You guys don't understand it. I've got no muscle. Yeah, so my hip bone just slides like this constantly. Yeah, nothing's protecting it. There's nothing around it. Just grinding constantly comes out. You know, it's a horrible feeling. I can't really explain it. So yeah, when that happens, there you go, Mr. Redburn will be back on Thursday night as well. That's all, my man. Jamie, you look like Bob Paisley. Do you know someone said that to me before? If you go and look at an old picture of Bob Paisley, it's because of the hair, it's the wavy hair, man. So yeah, I'm just not going to do shows where I'm not feeling myself. If I feel like my pain is too bad and I've got to take my tablets to just manage the pain, but it changes my focus, my immune system, and all that weird shit, then I'm just not going to do shows. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, big up Erling in the chat, man. Yeah, it's just that's what it was. Look, do I agree with everyone's point? Do I agree with everyone's point on the shows? No, and it's just you know, do I think? Look, I hear a lot of shit. Doing this and like it's Mr. James Redmond and Coppish and Sam and everyone who does content creation or is living online constantly like we do. Yeah, you see and read a lot of shit all the time, right? And what it is, it's hard sometimes. It's hard sometimes to ignore all of it, and sometimes you just blurt something out and you just speak up and go, "I've had enough. I can't get. I've just got to say something." You say it, and then and that's just the way it is. And I like. I don't want to go too much about this because I think I've spoken enough on this now. And, but I just wanted to let everyone know if you saw that Friday show. And you're like, what happened to Jamie in that opening 10, 20 minutes? He's not Jamie I know. That's really out of character. I just wanted to explain to you why. Obviously, I've not been about online since Friday night. So I just wanted to explain to people why that was the situation. We got scraps, man. Yeah, man. But I just want to tell everyone I'm okay now. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm great. I'm doing better. But I'm not going to start being someone I'm not low. So the fact is, I just keep saying it again. If I'm not feeling great, someone's invited me on, but I'm not feeling great up to the show, I'm just going to have to tell them that I can't do it because this is the reason. But yeah, I'm good now, man. I'm good now, and I wanted to have a chat with you guys about Liverpool Football Club and the opening game of the season. And now we've watched I think there's a game tonight, but I don't know what the game is. But we've pretty much watched Liverpool now. We've watched Man City. We've watched Arsenal. We've watched Chelsea. We've watched all the title contenders. We know where I think everyone's at right now, and yeah, we can move on and talk about it, man. We can move on and talk about it. And I'm going to say this is where I'm going to start in the whole thing. Yeah, I have no idea why there is so much negativity about Liverpool winning 4-2 in the opening day of the season. I have seen so much negativity online surrounding Liverpool Football Club. I saw negativity at the actual game with people like Jamie Carragher. You wouldn't have known we just won a game 4-2. And he's sprouting the most BS I've ever heard when he's trying to, he's doing that interview of Arne Slot, and it looks like Arne Slot just wants to slap him and go, "You want to be a football coach? You want to try this? I'm telling you how we do it, man." You know, it's I do I look. I like the game. I'm going to tell everyone right now. It's the way we play. We're Liverpool Football Club. Yeah, I know not a lot of people do, and I understand everyone's decision and reasoning behind it, but we won 4-2. Apparently we weren't good, and we still scored 4 goals against a very good Bournemouth team. We just go sit here and pretend Bournemouth are not good. Bournemouth are a good team under their manager. They play good football. They've got good players. I've just seen some madness, craziness online with Liverpool fans since Friday, man. I've just seen some madness. That is the way we play perfect? No, nowhere near. All right. Have we got some issues? Yep. It's. Have we got issues in our team and the way we play? Of course we do. We have some issues, man. Does that mean we're a shit side? No. Can these things be ironed out as the season goes on? Of course they can. Do I feel like this is the way we'll always go to play? For a lot of it, yes. Right? And this is what I try and say to people, right? Because everyone keeps coming up with the Man City. Right, I've never seen so many fans wanking over Manchester City. Do you know how annoying it is? I don't get it, right? Again, this is my own channel, so I can say what I want on my own channel, yeah, and I will. This is my voice and my place to say it, right? And honestly, I don't care what anyone comes at me with. The amount of Liverpool fans I have seen wanking over Man City's performance. Oh, you see their play? You see the way they play? You see the blah 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 blah. Yeah, they play Wolves, who just about survived relegation last year. Yeah, what? What we doing? Yeah, they beat Wolves away from home, and the Man City are a good team. I expect Did anyone expect Man City to lose that game? Like anyone expect Manchester City to lose that game? I don't think anyone did. Yeah, it's just. And then I see people on Twitter yesterday, and I'm arguing with people on Twitter yesterday. Oh, City's bench is better than ours, and I was like, City's bench was better than ours last season, and we won the league. What we doing? What we doing? But City's bench is always pretty good. City have always had a good squad. So all these Liverpool fans that are glazing Man City right now. Oh, and what were they all saying last season, man? Like literally, what were they saying all last season? Oh, last season they were saying, "Oh, man," these Liverpool fans were all saying, "Oh, Man City without Rodri, you know, they can't. How are they so bad by missing one footballer in Rodri? The system's now messed up." And then, they got the best. It's just doing my head in. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why can't we just enjoy things? Why are people just miserable? Like honestly, why are people just miserable? You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is that I watched the City and Wolves game back. If Wolves had a few better players, they probably score a couple of goals themselves. Everyone forgets Wolves have had their best striker taken off them by Man United, right? So they're weaker. Wolves are weaker than they were last year, right? It's a fact, right? Wolves had chances, man. They got in behind City a few times. Got in behind City quite a few times. They just don't have better players to finish the job off. That's all. Everyone's like sitting out. And there's no such thing as perfect football, man. Big up, Francis. No, there's no such thing as there's no such thing as perfect football. And do I want look? So our main issue is big Andrew the super chat. Andrew, I'll start your super chat. I'll read it out in a minute, man. So everyone's talking about the way Liverpool play, right? And if you listen to Arne Slot when he's interviewed with Jamie Carragher after the game, and they're bringing up like the goal the second goal we conceded and why it happened and stuff like that, and Carragher's getting into him. Arne Slot basically said to him right there and then, "This is the way we're going to play. We just have to defend better in transition." So there's this thing going on around online at the moment that's actually incorrect. Like, I've seen people say Liverpool can't defend. Liverpool can defend. Liverpool are actually very good at defending. Where Liverpool are not great at the moment because we're blending in new players is defending in transition. So there's defending and then there's defending in transition. And people want to go online and go, all right, we're good at defending, but our transitional defending is bad. I'll be like, yeah, you got a point, and this is maybe why. But going out blatantly and just saying our defending is bad is firstly is wrong. And secondly, you've got to look at what defending is, yeah? And it's what Arne Slot keeps trying to say. Defending isn't just about the back four and the goalkeeper. That's not defending. Defending is just not about the midfield or the defence either. It's about the whole team. It's about a structure of a team and the way the team is structurally set up. Now, are Liverpool set up to are Liverpool structurally set up as a defensive side? No, they're not. Liverpool are set up as a very attacking team. In fact, for me, Liverpool are the most attacking team in the Premier League, in my opinion. I don't think there's another team that is more attack prone as a football team than Liverpool Football Club. Everything in Liverpool's team is about attack. The only two players in Liverpool's team at this moment in time is not about attack, is Virgil van Dijk and Konate. Everyone else in Liverpool's team is about attacking. Frimpong's an attacking fullback. Kirkhead is an attacking fullback. McAllister's an attacking player. Szoboszlai's an attacking player. You know, Wirtz, Salah, Ekitike, baller, by the way. Gakpo. These are all attack-minded. We're a very attack-minded team. That's the way we are. We're an attack-minded side. So I think our defending for an attacking team is better than people give it credit for. I really do. Because when your team is based on such an attacking side, with so many players so high up the pitch, it's very hard to turn yourself into a defensive-minded team in that second. So what Liverpool have to do, they have to look at the way they want to play going forward. Liverpool have to look at it, and Arne Slot has to look at it as well. Do we want to continue being this attacking? Because Arne Slot said he weren't too bothered about the 8 players ahead of the ball when Jamie Carragher was interviewing him. Arne Slot basically said, yeah, we've got 8 players ahead of the ball because we've literally got player for player with their defence and our attack right now. And then it's 3 at the back and 3 going forward, right? That's how Slot sort of said about it. And the way Slot basically said it is like, if we don't lose the ball in that position, they don't score that goal. So it's not just about the way we're setting up. It's about the ability of keeping the football as well, which Liverpool will get better at. You know, I watch a lot of football. I think we all watch a lot of football. I've watched very good defensive sides like Arsenal and stuff like that actually get walked through. Arsenal won 1-0 yesterday, yeah? Arsenal won 1-0 yesterday, yeah? I'd rather play Liverpool's way than Arsenal's way every single day of the week. Every single day of the week. Because Arsenal got no creativity. They're going to struggle to score goals this season. You can see by the way they play. Roy Keane said it best. Arsenal are still, under Mikel Arteta, happy to sit in at 1-0. And the problem is, if you concede a goal, if you're Arsenal Football Club, yeah, and you defend like that and play like that, but you concede a goal, have you got it in you as a team to go and score 2 or 3 after conceding? Probably not right now, yeah, as it stands. If Liverpool concede a goal, Liverpool still have it in them to score 2, 3 or 4 in a game. It's because of the way they're set up. So in fairness, yeah, in fairness, Arsenal might be set up defensively, yeah, right? But their defence, them having the best defence in the league, can still cause them problems. Because they got no creativity going forward, and they could concede a goal where they go draw games where they should have won, right? Liverpool are too attack-minded, right, and haven't got the defensive structure of Arsenal Football Club. But Liverpool can come back and win a game like we did against Bournemouth. I don't think either way of these two teams playing is sustainable for the whole season. Let me just get that through. I don't think if Arsenal play like they did against Man United, right, for the whole season, I don't think that's sustainable. I think they'll end up drawing a lot of games of football. And because they're going to draw a lot of games of football, they're going to drop a lot of points. I don't think the way Liverpool play is completely sustainable as well, because Liverpool aren't going to lose football matches, but they're going to draw football games as well when they're like 3-0 up and it's ending up 3-3 just because they're too attack minded. So if you look at it, both ways of playing are not very sustainable. Would Arsenal, right, here you go. If Arsenal played like that against Bournemouth and Bournemouth scored, I don't think Arsenal come back and make that game 4-2. I actually think it ends 2-2. In that, if Bournemouth scored them 2 goals like they scored against us, probably wouldn't because of the transitional period. But I don't think Arsenal have got the attack and the creativity to go forward and then score 2 goals to make it 4-2 in the game and win that game 3-2 and win get all the 3 points. So this is what I'm trying. Like, football is very subjective the way you look at football as a fan. Yeah, I would rather, like, guys, let me know in the chat right now. Would you rather play the Liverpool way or the Arsenal way? And by the way, Arsenal's defence got opened up a lot yesterday. In fact, Man United should have had a penalty, and I never stick up for Man United, yeah. But the Saliba foul on Cunha was a blatant penalty, right? Again, that's what happens when you're defending out a 1-0 lead. Mistakes can happen, and they made a mistake. Saliba made a blatant foul. It was a penalty. The ref didn't give it. I believe the goal shouldn't have counted either because they pulled the goalkeeper's arm down. I believe that shouldn't have counted either. So Arsenal got lucky, right, by defending the way they did. I'd rather play the Liverpool way every single day of the week. Every single day of the week. If you play the Arsenal way, I think Arsenal's way of playing might suit them better for cup competition. But the Liverpool way would be the way I'd want to play. And I feel like it's harder. I actually think it's harder to coach Liverpool to play as an attacking team as it is Arteta. I think it's easier coaching Arteta to structurally make Arsenal a more defensive team, right, and with their defensive structure, than it is for I think it's harder for Arne Slot to do what Liverpool do than what Arteta does for Arsenal. I think a lot of managers can do what Arteta does, make a defensive structure and stuff like that, and make you hard to beat and hard to play against. What's the hardest thing to do in football? It's actually to score goals and to make yourself that attacking and trying to defend at the same time. Then you're going to win games of football. Now, as I keep saying, the parallels between the two sides are night and day. There's no difference about that. The parallels between Arsenal and Liverpool, the way Arne Slot sees and wants to play football, the way Arteta sees and the way he wants to play football, is a night and day comparison. Yeah, it's a night and day comparison. But they still structurally have their own mistakes, and this is what people don't realise. I've just seen people today. Like, I think people didn't watch the Arsenal game because I watched people today go, "Oh, the way Arsenal structure is and defensively set up, that's the way Liverpool should be." What? Sitting back and getting beaten by a Man United team who was far better at you on the day and was very unlucky not to get the penalty they should have got and the goal disallowed. Yeah, okay, yeah, let's play like that. No, fuck that shit. What you got to find is a way of defending the midfield better for Liverpool, and that's what Arne Slot's got to do. I don't want Arne Slot to take away the way we attack. The way we attack is absolutely fine. What Arne Slot needs to do, he needs to find the perfect blend of midfield. That's what he needs to do now. Once he's find that perfect blend of midfield, then we see how we go after that. And I'll keep saying this. Ryan Gravenberch is a big miss for Liverpool Football Club, man. Ryan Gravenberch is a huge miss for Liverpool Football Club because we overcommit a lot when we play football. It's just the way we play. But Ryan Gravenberch is that difference when we do play like that because his reading of the game from a defensive point of view is the best out of all our midfielders. Now, I always have this argument about people that say Gravenberch isn't a DM, and he's been converted into a DM, and that's true. But he's Arne Slot's defensive midfielder. If you ask Arne Slot today, who's your defensive midfielder, he will tell you it's Ryan Gravenberch. We see Ryan Gravenberch as defensive midfielder in the way he plays. You know, the way Gravenberch, so Gravenberch got tired around January time this year, yeah? If you go back to last season, between the start of the season and January, most football fans, in Liverpool fans included, were saying Ryan Gravenberch is unreal. What he's doing in this DM role is unreal, you know? But because people only look at the back end of last season when Gravenberch got played into the ground and got tired and exhausted and he just couldn't have the impact that he had at the beginning of the season, people just go to that. But they don't look at the whole thing. Gravenberch is so important to the way we want to play. I think that second goal they scored doesn't happen if Ryan Gravenberch is on the pitch. Because Ryan Gravenberch is very good at intercepting passes in the midfield. He's very good at also making fouls. None of our other midfielders, by the way, make any fouls. Like 0 fouls. But Gravenberch does. He always makes the odd foul. He doesn't mind pulling someone down, you know, if they're getting away from him. I'm not sitting here saying Gravenberch is the greatest thing since sliced bread and the best DM in the league or anything like that. But he's our best DM. And what he does for Liverpool is very, very important. But again, I guarantee you right now, I'll get comments by people after the show later. You know, people will comment down below after the show and go, "Oh, you overrate Gravenberch, blah, 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 blah." Because they're going back to the end of last season when Ryan Gravenberch was basically trying to do everything on one lung because he was absolutely exhausted. But they don't go back to the period at the beginning of the season between August and January, where he was arguably the best DM in the Premier League at the time, and why Liverpool could attack and still sustain pressure in transition. Like, people won't go back to that. Gravenberch is very important to us. His reading of the game is extremely important. His interceptions in midfield are extremely important. I think he had the highest interception number count in the league last season for a midfielder as well. I don't think people realise it. You don't always have to make a tackle, guys. You don't always have to make a tackle. A lot of people want their DM just to go smashing into people, making tackles left, right and centre. It's not what it's really about. It's about defending space. It's about defending space. That's what defending is. People think defending is tackles and things like that. It's not. If you're tackling a player, it usually means you're out of position. It's about defending space. The best DMs in the world defend space the best. They win the ball back through interceptions and hard work, you know, and break up play. That's the best DMs. And Gravenberch at his best last season was that. He was breaking up play and his interceptions were very high. And what Slot's got to do now is find a perfect way of this Liverpool midfield to work. Because we have got too many attacking players. I'm not going to sit here and pretend we haven't. We've got far too many attacking players. On that pitch against Brighton, you had Szoboszlai, let's face it, is an attack-minded midfielder. You had Wirtz is an attack-minded midfielder. Yeah. You had McAllister, who prefers to get further forward in the final third of the play to do his stuff. You've got Salah, you've got Gakpo, you've got Ekitike. So 6 of our outfield players against Bournemouth really don't have a defensive bone in their body, in theory. Yeah? They're not. They're more attack-minded. They want to get forward. Look what Szoboszlai does, yeah? I like Szoboszlai, by the way, as you guys know. But Szoboszlai isn't one of these midfielders that will hold his position. Szoboszlai will get the ball in the halfway line and 2 seconds later try and be in the opposition box. So he's leaving his area of the pitch. So Szoboszlai is leaving the central area of the pitch. Who's filling that up? What Liverpool player is filling that space up? It's either a Canate or a Virgil where they have to step up because Szoboszlai has left his position in the middle of the pitch. So Virgil's stepping up and leaving his defensive line because Szoboszlai has left his central midfield position to join the attack. Then you've got a massive issue in the midfield and the defence. And that's what I like about Gravenberch, man. Gravenberch will protect. He won't always join in the attack. And if he does join in the attack, what I like about Szoboszlai, what I like about Gravenberch wins the ball back higher up the pitch. And if he doesn't win the ball back higher up the pitch, he'll just make a foul, right, and break play. And that's fantastic. And then you're not getting countered on. None of our players do that enough. McAllister don't do it. Szoboszlai don't do it. Sometimes you just have to make the foul, break up play, get yourself back into a situation in the shape, yeah, and then you're not getting counter-attacked on, so the transition is dead. Yeah, beautiful. Done beautifully. Man City are one of the best teams at doing that, especially under Pep Guardiola in the Manchester City, in the Premier League era. City are the best here. They used to break up transitional play by little fouls all the time. Rodri was great at it. Just constant little fouls all the time. Fernandinho was excellent at it, right? All the time, just little fouls. Stops transitional play. The transition and the counter-attack is dead. It's gone. And then you get back into shape. That is what Liverpool need to find a way of doing, because we're always going to be an attack-minded side that will play offensive football. They want to play in the opposition half. Slot wants his team to just continually play in the opposition half. But if you go play in the opposition half as much as you are there, then you are going to get counted on occasionally because you're going to be too offensive. You're going to have too many players forward. So you need to find a nice blend in midfield. What that blend is, I don't know. I'm not the manager. I don't know what Slot's going to do there. Personally, I think our best blend of midfield three right now would be Gravenberch, McAllister and Wirtz. Because Wirtz is very good at pressing in the final third. I think McAllister and Gravenberch give us our best control in midfield. I think they're our two best, like, sitting controllers in that midfield area. And then you leave Wirtz further up. I think that's the three. And if it has to be Szoboszlai on the bench, it has to be Szoboszlai on the bench. And they're the three at best at keeping the ball as well. You know, I think Grav is very good at keeping the ball because Grav's not the best passer in the world. But what Gravenberch does is, Gravenberch will just give a 2-yard pass, a 3-yard pass. He'll keep it, he'll go sideways, he'll go backwards if he needs to, just to hold that play there, retain that possession. McAllister, the same. Wirtz can press further up in the midfield and play there as well. So, yeah, that's the way Liverpool go play. Liverpool are an attack-minded, offensive football team, guys. And the problem with it, even if we get the balance perfect, yeah, even if we get the balance absolutely perfect, Liverpool will still concede chances. They will still concede chances because of the way how offensive we are. Look at Man City against Wolves, yeah. Man City are a very offensive team, yeah, and people will talk about their style of play and where they pick the ball up and their shape and stuff like that. Wolves could have been 2 up before City even scored. Wolves could have been 2 up before City even scored, and the reason they weren't is because Wolves are shit, and they haven't got the players now, and they sold their best striker already. So, but people won't remember that because City won 4-0. So people will see City win 4-0 when they'll be like, best defence, best midfield, best attack, controlled the game. Not completely true. Not completely true. So I think Liverpool had a fantastic start of the season, winning 4-2. I think it showed that what Liverpool are great at and what Liverpool's still got to learn. And Liverpool have got to learn to defend better in transition. That's what Liverpool got to do better at. And for me, that's the only thing Liverpool got to do better at. I think as a defence, Liverpool are absolutely fine. As an attack, I think Liverpool are fucking out of this world. Liverpool have to defend better in transition. As soon as Liverpool defend better in transition, guys, as soon as Liverpool defend better in transition, we will be hard to beat. Extremely hard to beat. Difficult to beat. Big up, Dave. And that's why also, guys, why Arne Slot likes Curtis Jones. I know a lot of people keep questioning, why does Arne Slot like Curtis Jones so much? And it's because Curtis Jones retains possession. That's why he likes him so much. He retains possession of the ball. And that's why he plays, man. That's why sometimes he starts the game, sometimes why he comes on. He's not going to ever be the most eye-catching of footballer. He's never going to be. I think there's a lot of hate on Curtis Jones where there doesn't need to be hate. But Curtis Jones is there to do a job. Curtis Jones is always going to be Curtis Jones, yeah? Curtis Jones is always going to hold on to the ball too long. You can't coach that out of him now. That's just him as a player. He holds on to the ball, yeah? But Arne Slot likes that because it means he retains possession. So when you've got a game, bring Curtis Jones on. So, that's why Slot likes him. It's hard to critique Friday night's game because Bournemouth are a good side, set up very well on that counter-attack. Liverpool are always going to be trigger. Liverpool always going to be that attacking side, yeah? Bournemouth know that. The manager knows that. So the manager's looking at it and go, let's set up ourselves in a counter-attacking way, yeah? We've got good footballers. We've got good midfielders, technical players. Let's set ourselves up in a counter-attacking way because, if he went attack versus attack with Liverpool would probably go win that game like 7-1, 7-4, something crazy like that, yeah? But he played counter-attacking way, and that's the way Liverpool play. Liverpool always go to play like this, guys. And if everyone... if people are sitting there thinking Liverpool going to be like, so it's going to make us more defensive in the next game, I doubt it. It's just about that transitional period. Guys, the only part of that game, the only part of that game which was wrong for Liverpool was literally the transitional play. That was it. That was it. That for me was the only thing I can really talk about. I can't really see too many other problems, man. Dave, you need to chill out a bit, man. You know what I mean? I don't really see what else Liverpool can improve on, guys. I mean, what else is Liverpool going to really improve on right now? Like, what are Liverpool going to improve on? Liverpool are extremely good at attacking. I think Liverpool are good at defending when they have to defend. Liverpool's main problem is transitional defending. That's Liverpool's main issue. If you go and look at PSG, yeah, who are one of the best teams in Europe, the European champions, yeah, go and look at PSG. What's PSG's weakness? Transitional defending. That's their main weakness. That's where you can get at PSG. If you go back to When Liverpool played PSG in Paris and won 1-0, Liverpool beat them by scoring a transitional goal, a goal in transition on the counter attack. That's how Liverpool won that game. PSG are a tremendous side, yeah, a tremendous team, yeah, but their weakness also is defending in transition against bigger, stronger sides than them. But if you look at PSG's midfield as well, PSG have got no traditional defensive midfielder to talk about. You know, they're good footballers. Vitinha's a good footballer. Neves is a good footballer. They're not traditional defensive midfielders. They're being adapted into one, a bit like Ryan Gravenberch is, yeah? But the thing is, Luis Enrique will look at it, and at this moment in time, he won't change nothing because he won every trophy there probably is to win with PSG last season, apart from the World Club Cup. And when you look at it, not winning the World Club Cup, they were absolutely shattered. You know, they only been training for 6 days when they played Tottenham in the Super Cup. You know, they're knackered. It's the way a lot of these teams that want to attack and be very front-footed. You know, that's the difference here. Liverpool have to find a way. Liverpool have to find a way of defending in transition. If Liverpool can defend in transition a little bit better, Liverpool will be perfect, in my opinion. Liverpool will be fine. If Ryan Gravenberch is told, you know, don't join the attack and just sit back a little bit, don't join the attack, sit back, and then, you know, and I think what he's got to do, Slot, he's got to tell both fullbacks not to get forward. If Frimpong's going forward at the time, Kirkez, you sit back and tuck in a little bit. Virgil, Konate, hold the line, and Ryan Gravenberch tuck in a little bit and sit back a little bit. Then you got 4 players to defend a counter attack. You know, and if you get through 4 players on a counter attack, you scored a good goal. So that's how I think Liverpool can just adjust things slightly with that bit of play there. And I like the way we play. A lot of people think exactly. So Bosley was vacating his area all the time. If like people don't get this, yeah, if the Bosley is vacating his midfield area, then a centre back is going to see that and step into that position, which leaves your shape all fucked up, right? These are everything fucked up. Gravenberch, if you tell Ryan Gravenberch, look, don't vacate your midfield position, you just sit there, right? Just sit there on attacks, and you leave Gravenberch there. If Wirtz or Kirkes, whoever's the furthest forward at the time, the other one stays back. Konate and Virgil open line. Then you've got you've got a better platform to defend from because you've got 4 players back straight away. But if you've got everyone ahead of the ball and you just got Virgil and Konate on their own and everyone's running back to help, you're in massive trouble. No matter who you play against, guys. It doesn't matter who you play against. You're in trouble. So I think that's all Liverpool got to get right, man. That's all Liverpool got to get right. You know, Grav needs a sit. Grav needs a sit for me. And if Gravenberch, if we see against Newcastle that Gravenberch is there and he's just sitting and he's just that anchor point and he's letting, you know, and it lets everyone else go forward and we don't concede from it, I think we'd be fine. I think we'd be fine. Honestly, I do. I think I've got a super chat. Let me read out Andrew's super chat from earlier. That'd be Andrew. He said, after one game, we shit Wirtz's rubbish league done. Oh, I know. It's mad, ain't it? I'll get to that in a minute. Be Steve becoming a Legends member, becoming a Champions level member as well. Big up, Steve. Much love to you, man. Much love to you. Yeah, Grav was a big miss, man. He was a huge miss. Huge miss. Massive miss. And I keep saying this to people as well. When you buy Kirkes and you buy Frimpong, what do you think they're going to do? Like, if I'm looking at the market and I'm buying, as a right back, I'll go and buy Jeremy Frimpong. As a left back, I'll go and buy Kirkes. What are their main strengths, man? Literally, what are their main strengths? Their main strengths are attacking. So straight away, everyone should know this should not be a surprise. You buy attack-minded fullbacks to attack. Yeah? Simple as that. Frimpong's the more attacking one, yeah? Kirkes maybe can sit back a little bit. That's how I would do it. If I'm on the slot, looking at the weeks ahead, looking at the way we can play to keep that attacking structure, I would go Kirkes, you sit back a little bit more. Frimpong, you attack a little bit more. And Ryan Gravenberch, you sit. You don't empty your space. So this space here, this is Ryan Gravenberch's space. You don't come out of it. Virgil Canati sit behind. Kirkes tucks in. Frimpong can get forward. And then you've got 4 back there that can sweep up, mop up, and keep possession going on counter-attacks. And that then can keep us. Then you can keep your attacking players that end of the pitch. Your Salas, your Engage, your Cody Gakpos, your Verts. They can stay up there. McAllister can sweep in behind Verts. So McAllister can play that position where he's sort of behind Verts and in front of Gravenberch in that area of the pitch there. And then you're structurally more set up. You're structurally more set up. Yeah, that is very true. We did concede when them 2 players went off as well. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think Slot's looking at defending from an attacking point of view, not a defensive point of view. I don't know if you guys agree with me there. I think that's where he sees the defending from. Very similar to Jurgen Klopp. Extremely similar to Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp saw his defending from his attackers first. The reason Liverpool were the best at controlling games at times and defending was because we had the best front three at defending and attacking at the same time. Salah, Mane and Bobby Firmino were not only the best front three at attacking, they were the best front three at defending at the same time. We don't quite have that no more because Salah doesn't get back anymore, so he's not really defending anymore. Cody Gakpo's not really Luis Diaz in that defensive point of view. He's more of an attack-minded goal scorer. Ekitike does do it. He drops in a little bit, picks up the ball in the deeper areas of the pitch and things like that. He can win balls back and tackle. But that's the situation Liverpool are at right now. If you look at the way we play, Slot and Klopp are very much alike. They want to defend and attack from the front. So it's about getting the right personnel in, the right people in, and the right tactical positions. Now, when I look at it, I think Verts can defend from the front because Verts' pressing is very good, and we know his ball retention is very good, yeah? It was his first Premier League game. I think people were just going a bit over the top on it for me. Ryan Gravenberch was just a big miss. Put Ryan Gravenberch in there with Alexis McAllister. I think straight away, you got 3 players there that will be better at attacking and defending. Because as I like Szoboszlai, but he just leaves his area of the pitch far too much for my liking. Leaves big gaps in the midfield where Ryan Gravenberch and McAllister will probably just sit a little bit more. So I like the way we play. I just think it just takes a little bit. Just a little few tweaks here and there. Like people are on about, we need this massive overhaul. You know, Slot needs to figure this. It's just little tweaks. It's little tweaks, man. It's just little tweaks. I actually thought Ryan. So I was on. It was actually my Thursday night show. Was it my Thursday night show with the Coppish Boys and Mr. Redmond when I said that? Yeah. It's my Thursday night show on Big Up. So I don't know if you guys saw this on Thursday night on Big Up. If you're there, big up to you guys. I said that Robbo should start at left back for this game against Bournemouth. I said Robbo should start, and I think Robbo should have started. Now, I've seen some people say the second goal was Robbo's fault. Right? That's just blaming a man for blaming him. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely crazy. No, the first goal. Everyone says the first goal was Robbo's fault, yeah? Do you know how many times? Do you know how many times Kirkes got beaten by Semenyo in that first half? Do you know how many times Semenyo cooked Kirkes in that first half and was actually running in behind him and got in front of him towards goal? Semenyo should have scored before half time, by the way, when he got in front of Kirkes. It's just because he put his ball, his shot over the bar. But then everyone's blaming Robbo for the goal when it's actually Kanate and Virgil and Endo who didn't stop the cross. Yeah. I think Robbo's just now got this thing where people are just blaming him for the sake of it. They are. They're literally, people just blaming Robbo for the sake of it now. Kirkes got absolutely destroyed in that whole game. Absolutely destroyed in that whole game. And I don't know if it was the emotion for him playing against his old club, going up against Semenyo and thinking, I'm going to win this battle. I'm going to show you why I'm at Liverpool now. That's what I'm going to do. So, also, you got the Szoboszlai pass, which started the fucking counter-attack. You know, he literally, Szoboszlai, all Szoboszlai has to do is just give a nice, simple pass to Mo Salah, and they don't score that goal. What does Szoboszlai do? He just gives the ball away. And I believe Arnold Slot mentioned it as well about 1,000 times when Jamie Carragher checked kind of grilling. Why have you got so many players forward? This is the reason we conceded that goal, Arnold. Don't you understand it? That's basically the way Carragher was talking to him. Carragher was talking to Arnold Slot like he was a piece of shit. He kept going to him. It basically went, don't you understand, Arnold? The reason you conceded that goal is because we've got 8 players ahead of the ball. And Arnold Slot kept going to him. If you look at the screen, Jamie, we got 8 players there. They got 8 players there. So we're player for player. And if Szoboszlai doesn't give away that pass, guess what? They don't score. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that people don't bring up things. And now I'm not saying that Robbo should start over Kirkes. I just thought Robbo should start over Kirkes in that game because it was an emotional game for Kirkes. And you could tell by the way Kirkes played. He was 2-footing everyone. He was sliding into everything. He was miles away from Semenyo. Semenyo cooked him all game. He couldn't get close to him at all through the whole game. He played with too much emotion. He tried to show Semenyo, I'm at Liverpool and you're not, and here's why. I'm going to mark you out the game. I'm going to win every tackle, every duel. No. Not all, man. And then I've seen people blame Virgil van Dijk for the second goal. So Virgil has got 2 attackers to take care of, yeah? So obviously you've got Semenyo running in a straight line. Virgil runs towards the 2 attacking players. And if Virgil don't run to them, the 2 attacking players on his, I think it was his right hand side, Semenyo could just pass it to either one of them for a tap in, yeah? Right? And then they got a 3 versus 1. So Virgil runs towards them 2, thinking that Kanate will hold up Semenyo. But Kanate runs the opposite way. Madness. Absolutely madness. Absolute madness, man. It's just crazy. Like everyone's like, where's Virgil going? He's marking the 2 players because what they want Virgil to do, they want Virgil to step up to Semenyo. They're like, so Virgil steps up to Semenyo. You've got 2 players on the right hand side. Semenyo could just go, here you go, take the ball, run off Virgil, and have a tapping in the box. Virgil thought the best thing to do, which was the right thing to do, was to try and go over to them 2 attacking players on the right, keep the pass away, and which Semenyo didn't because he couldn't pass to him, hoping that Kanate then would stand Semenyo up and not run the opposite way. Absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. And then I hear people protecting Ibu. What is it about the Canate Defence League that I don't get? I don't understand the Canate Defence League. He was shit. He was shit. Why can't people just admit that? Why can't people just admit that? Kirkes was shit. Canate was shit. I actually think Frimpong was actually all right. I think Frimpong actually had a good game. But and Virgil had a good game. I think Virgil won every duel but one duel. In fact, I think Virgil won most duels in the Premier League for a centre-back in the opening weekend of the season, if I've seen that stat right. Yeah, I just don't get the Canadian defence. What does everyone want Virgil to do? Just stop everyone. So Virgil's going to stop Semenyo. He's going to stop the two attacking players on his right-hand side, and he's just going to do it all on his own. Virgil saw the most dangerous thing was the two attacking players entering the box that Semenyo could pass to, and then Semenyo would run off Virgil. Virgil was probably. Why do you reckon Virgil had a massive go at Canate after that game, man? Virgil had a massive go at him after they conceded because Virgil did his part correctly, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me, absolutely crazy to me. How people. I saw Ibu get higher ratings than other defenders. I'm like, am I watching the same game? So, am I watching the same game? Canate and Kirkes were terrible. Kirkes should have never started that game. Robbo should have started that game. In fact, I would be shocked. I thought Frimpong was very good. I thought Frimpong had a good game. I think Frimpong's recovery pace and the way he gets back in a defensive position is extremely underrated. I like Frimpong, man. You know, I think he had a good game. I think Virgil had a good game as well. Yeah, Virgil was just bad in the Community Shield, which even I called out on. He did, Vern. He did. Big up my man Cav in the chat. Been a while, my man. I hope you're doing well. But look, at the end, as Josh says, we won the game 4-2, which I was happy about. And I think that's gone past everyone since Friday night that we actually won 4-2. Are we ever going to be defensively beautiful? No. Do defences win Premier Leagues in this day and age? In 2025, I don't think you have to have the best defence to win the Premier League. I really don't. You have to have a good defence. You can't have a shit defence. You can't concede like 70 goals and win the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think the best defences win Premier Leagues anymore. I really don't. Arsenal have had the best defence in the last 3 years. How many Premier Leagues they won? It's not a serious question. Arsenal have had the best defence in the Premier League for the last 3 years. How many Premier Leagues have they won? You've got to have a good defence, but you've got to have a world-class attack. That's what wins Premier League, man. That's what wins Premier Leagues. That's what wins Premier Leagues, guys. Liverpool have got a good defence. There's no doubt about that. Defending in transition is different to a good defence. Liverpool have got a good defence. Liverpool will score. If Liverpool concede 35 goals to 40 goals in the Premier League this season, but score 85 to 90 goals, guess what? Liverpool will probably go closer to winning the Premier League than Arsenal if they concede 29 goals but only score 70. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just like my main man here says, and this is so true. Leagues are full of low blocks. Attack's way more important. It's just the way football's changed now. Football has just changed to an attack-minded game. Now, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, we can see 60 or 70 goals and win the league. You can't. Even if you score 100 goals that season, you only got your goal difference is plus 30, but conceding 60 or 70, you're not going to win leagues. But if Liverpool concedes 35 to 40 goals, but scored 85 to 90 goals, then you're looking at a massive goal difference of like 45, which means you're probably going to win the Premier League or be very close to winning it. Now, Liverpool can sort their defence out and only concede like 30 a season, but score 80 or 90. Again, tremendous. But as I said, you don't need to have the best defence in the league to win the Premier League, in my opinion. You have to have a very good defence, but a world-class forward line. And when I look at Liverpool and Manchester City, that's what I see. I think Liverpool and Man City are head and shoulders above everyone. I think Man City play very similarly to Liverpool. The patterns of play are a little bit different. But if you look at the structure of both sides, it's attack is attack. City and Liverpool will score more goals than everyone else in this league, but they might concede similar amount because they're both a little bit vulnerable at the back. But they probably will. Them two will probably go closest to winning the Premier League title, in my opinion. What's happening in the chat? Ian says Verts needs to improve bang average so far. One game, my man. One game. Give him time, man. Give him time, man. Give him time. Jeez. Hey, Jamie, I've got a question for you. Do you truly believe that we'll get Isaac and a centre back and get them both in by the 1st September? Hope you're all good. Big up, Josh. Much love to you, man. Good question. I'm not sure on Isaac right now, but I think we'll get Gay. I think Liverpool's still speaking to Mark Gay today. Mark Gay's going to leave Crystal Palace. You know what I mean? Like, Steve Parish has also already said, the Palace chairman has already said they can't afford to let Gay leave on a free transfer this summer. So they can't afford it. They need to sell him this summer. They know that. I think Liverpool... I think Liverpool get Gay. Also, my things on Mark Gay, I said this on Friday in the Sam show as well. Here's my thoughts on the Mark Gay situation and why Liverpool might be going after Mark Gay. And this is my opinion on it, yeah? I don't know if anyone else has said this. I don't watch a lot of people, so I don't know. But this is my situation on it. I think Liverpool are looking at Mark Gay because I think he's going to get a lot of game time this season because I think he might be Gravenberch's replacement in that DM area. And I know before you guys come at me and go, he's not a defensive midfielder. Mark Gay used to play defensive midfield because he's very good on the ball. I.e. John Stones. A bit like John Stones, yeah? Where in a game, I'm not saying he starts there. Say Gravenberch has got... Say Liverpool want to go a bit more defensive and they're a bit worried because they're all over the place right now. You could take off a McAllister and put a Mark Gay on and put him alongside Gravenberch in a double pivot, yeah? You can then ask Mark Gay to go a little bit further back into a back three and Gravenberch sitting as the anchor number 6 and then take off another attacker, put a midfielder on and go 3 at the back. I think that's why Liverpool are looking at Mark Gay. I think that's why Liverpool are like... So... The chat a few days ago is that Mark Gay won't come to Liverpool this summer because it's a World Cup year and he wants to know that he's going to get enough game time. Or honestly, here's my opinion on this is that firstly, if Konate keeps playing like he did on Friday night, Mark Gay will play no problem. Secondly, we didn't go in the market for another defensive midfielder this summer, where I think Liverpool know that is a position they need. Mark Gay can play defensive midfield. And I'm not saying he starts there in games. I'm not going, right, we're playing Newcastle away and the team sheet has Mark Gay as a DM. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying he will get a lot of game time where I think he comes on in games sometimes, plays alongside of Gravenberch to sew things up, goes back into a back three in games sometimes, brings off another attacker for a midfielder to shore things up in that midfield area. He's good on the ball as well. He's extremely good on the ball. I think I think Mark Gay will get a lot of football. You know, get a lot of football. Hang on, what's this? Jamie, go back and watch the first goal. Virgil was jogging about, or else he would have stopped the ball. Get into Semenyo. Oh God, no! I'm not even reading the rest of that comment out. Liverpool City said, "I love you, man, but you have the craziest takes of all time, man. You do. You have the craziest take, man. Yeah, something like that. Like in-game management, man. In-game management. Liverpool 67. I love you. Keep commenting, keep subscribing, keep liking. I love you, man. But no. The goal was because of Szoboszlai giving the ball away, Endo playing right back, and Kanate not moving out quick enough. Out into position quick enough. Yeah, not do with Virgil, man. Not do with Virgil. If you want to blame anyone, blame Szoboszlai for giving the ball away. That'd be the right person to blame. That'd be the right person to blame, man. But I love you all the same, man. Keep commenting. That's where I see Mark Gay. I think Mark Gay would be. I think that's why Liverpool are going after him. I know a lot of people were saying that Kanate might leave still this summer. I don't know. I've no news or thing I've heard behind that. If Kanate leaves, he leaves. I don't care. I think Gay is going to play a lot of football in different positions. Goalkeeper, centre back. It's because I saw Alisson on the chat and I saw a goalkeeper. I think he'll play centre back and DM quite a lot. I think he will come off the bench quite a lot. If Kanate plays like he is playing at the moment, he's going to start over Kanate in a way. I think that's why Liverpool are looking at Mark Gay. It's not the fact of having 5 centre backs, which obviously is, it's going to be better for squad depth. Again, quality players. Quality players in that position. As I keep saying, quality over quantity. Yeah, I think that's why Liverpool are after him. Also, I've got to give a shout out to Joe Gomez, man. I've got to shout out Joe Gomez, man. I've got to shout him out. Joe Gomez misses so much football because of injury. You'd think it'd get him down, wouldn't you? But I've got to beat up Gomez, man. He came on and gave that defensive line much more structure and calmness when he came on. He gave the back line much more calmness when he came on. I've got a big Joe Gomez up, man. Very important player for us. As he stays fit, Gomez is solid, man. Gomez is a solid player. I think we just forget about it. Solid. Oh, when Kanate kicked it at 100 miles an hour back to Alisson. He smashed it. The one thing the one thing that lets Kanate down is passing. Kanate's passing out from the back is terrible. Sometimes he gets it right, but Kanate for me, he's got great mentality as Gomez, and that's why Liverpool keep him, man. Go! That's why Liverpool keep him. Gomez's mentality. When Gomez is fit, Gomez is quality. Let's not get this wrong, man. When Joey Gomez is fit, he is quality. I think we just forget about how good he is because fucking injuries all the time. If Gomez can stay fit now, the first goal, Szoboszlai's fault. First goal, Szoboszlai's. Or is that the one Mo Salah? Yeah, so Mo Salah gave it away and Szoboszlai gave it away for the 2 goals. Arne Slot even admitted that himself. He said it in the game. The goal that Semenyo scored when he walked through our team for the second goal was on. Was that the Szoboszlai goal where he gave the ball away, guys, and then Kanate running away, and the first goal is where Endo, from Mo Salah giving it away. Endo just lets the winger cook him, and Kanate just walks out of position and lets the ball go through him. Yeah, that one. But I'm telling you, when this is what I do, guys. This is what I do. I don't hide from stuff. Yeah. If you remember in the Community Shield, guys, I blame Virgil for both goals. Did I not? I blame Virgil in the watch along, and ever since the Community Shield, I blame Virgil for both goals. I don't care who they are, right? Who you are, if you're to blame, you're to blame. For me, Ibu was at a centre back was main culprit for both goals. Salah and Szoboszlai giving the ball away didn't help and contributed to them chances being given away as well. So I won't hide away. You know what I mean? I will. And I've also said it as well. Ibu at his best is quality, but he has got flaws to his game. Ibu's got flaws to his game. He's got flaws to his game, man. The second was Salah, weren't it? Yeah. Second was Salah. The first one was Szoboszlai giving it away. Big up the chat, man. I hope you're doing good, man. But that's just the way I see things, guys. I'll call it out. Look, Salah was shit all game, but he still scored his goal. You know what I mean? Cody Gakpo was shit all game, but he still scored his goal. I'll call these things out, guys. I won't lie and sit there. I just don't. Do you know what I mean? And look, don't blame Jamie. He's been shitting the last two games. He's even come out and said his head up for a fact. Oh, sorry, Josh, I didn't see this. YouTube carnivore diet to regrow missing chips. Oh, okay, I'll check that out, man. YouTube carnivore. I'll check that out, John. Big up, man. I didn't see that originally. Big up, man. I'll check that out. Anything that helps, my friend. Anything that helps that out, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. Look, Ibu could be class the next game. Do you know what I mean? Ibu could have a blinding game against Newcastle. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good. I'm just picking out flaws in the game. But look, if we're honest, if you're Mark Gay right now, so if you put yourselves in a position of Mark Gay and you see that Kanate performance, you're rubbing your hands at it, aren't you? You're rubbing your hands at it and thinking, I can take Kanate's spot. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm getting at. Big up, Tone. This is true. If Kanate starts off shaky, he just has a shaky game. If he starts off well, he's incredible. So true. It is. This is so true, man. So true. If Kanate this is so true by Tone. When Kanate starts shaky, he stays shaky the whole game. If Kanate starts off like a beast for the start of the game, he's incredible. Do you know what it is? Kanate has no in between. Do you know? Kanate, when he's excellent, he's untouchable. When Kanate's at his best, he's untouchable. But when he's bad, he's bad. He's not got that in the middle game, has he? Where I think with Virgil has that middle ground where if Virgil's incredible, he's incredible, but Virgil has a middle ground where he can coast a game and just be like average, but still coast a game. And then if he's bad, he's just bad. But Virgil has a middle ground where I think when I look at Kanate don't have that middle ground. He's either incredible and world class and at this world for like 10 games in a row, or he's just absolute shit. Do you know what I mean? Big up everyone telling me about all the diets and stuff like that. Look, I check it all out, guys, see what works for me. Big up everyone. Much love to you guys. But this transfer situation, Liverpool got 2 more weeks now to sort out this transfer situation. I think another centre-back will come in. Ben Doak's just completed his transfer now to Bournemouth. Liverpool got to get attacking players in. We got Leone. Leone's in. I think Leone's going to be a beast for us. Also with Leone, I didn't know he speaks very good English. Did you guys know? Like, his English is excellent. So that's going to help him off straight away. And he's fucking massive. Leone is a unit. He's an absolute unit. Is Giovanni Leone. Absolute unit. But if we get Mark Gay in as well, guys, do you know the difference with getting Mark Gay, Giovanni Leone, Virgil van Dijk, Kanate, Joe Gomez, Frimpong, Kirkes, Connor Bradley, and Robbo does to our defence? The options that it gives us is massive. Doing different things in, like, setting up three at the back in game, maybe putting a Gomez at right back to allow Frimpong to play right wing if Salah goes off. It just changes our way of playing completely, and I think that's why, Gay can obviously step into midfield and play that DM role. It just sets us up differently. I think it's a good bit of business for Liverpool to do that. I hope they get Mark Gay in through the door. I know Liverpool is still talking. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we get Gay done by the end of the weekend. But by the end of the week. But fuck me, Giovanni Leone, man, he could be a beast, an absolute beast. But this is Zach stuff. Now, I still see some people on the comments are saying it. I've seen people on Twitter saying it. Forget Isaac now. Move on. I'm not there yet. I'm not there giving up on Isaac yet. The reason I'm not there giving up on Isaac yet is because getting Isaac to Liverpool would be just different. I don't think people realise how big getting him in, it would just be massive for Liverpool Football Club. Hang on, I've got some news here. Liverpool and Crystal Palace have held discussions about a possible £35 million deal for Mark Gay to go at Anfield before the transfer deadline. There is still no agreement, but those talks should accelerate in the next few days. But the success of that deal hinges on whether the chairman, Steve Parish, sees Liverpool's deal and their evaluation of the player as enough to let their captain go. It may be that Steve Parish decides that the deal isn't enough and the fee isn't enough, and it may be more valuable for him to stay until the end of the season, and the 12 months out of his contract would actually recoup the money. There's still a lot to go in the deal, but there are legs in it. And if I'm a betting man, then I'd put money on the deal to get done before the transfer window closes. That's from Sam Mockabell today on BBC and Sky Sports, apparently. So that's the Mark Gay stuff. For me, I think it gets done. The Isaac stuff, look, Liverpool have not put a second bid in yet. This is the thing. Liverpool still not put a second bid in for Alexander Isak. I can understand why Liverpool want Alexander Isak. Let's look on something else, though. Ekitike looks quality. And I told everyone, I kept telling people, go and watch Ekitike. He's better than what people think. Do you know what people kept telling me about Ekitike, guys? Go and watch his last 10 shots against Bayern Munich. Go and watch his last 100 shots on YouTube and tell me he's a good footballer. These people, man, they're deranged. I'm telling you. You can tell Ekitike's a baller. You can just tell. You can tell when someone's a good footballer. And Ekitike is a good footballer. Now, is Ekitike a better finisher than Alexander Isak? Probably not. I'd say Alexander Isak right now, where he's in his career, is a far better finisher than Ekitike. Fuck me, Ekitike is a good footballer. You can smell it. You can see it. It's there for everyone to see. He's a fucking good player. But I also want Isak to go with him because I'm greedy. Do you know what I mean? I'm greedy. Give me Isak and Ekitike as a front two, man. Run it. Ekitike's link-up play. Ekitike and Wirtz, and not a lot of people have spoke about this, but Ekitike and Wirtz already have a good understanding on the pitch, They have a good understanding on the pitch. Ekatike and Isaac could have a great understanding on the pitch. I'm just throwing it out there, you know. I'm just throwing it out there. Ekatike and Isaac's relationship on the pitch could be money. You know, smell it is wild. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, though, man. But this is extra. I don't know what Liverpool going to do. I think Liverpool bring an attacker in. They're going to have to because Ben Doak's gone as well now. We're lacking in depth in the attacking options. Liverpool will get an attacker in. If it's Isaac quality, give me Isaac, man. Run me Isaac, Ekatike, Salah, Gakpo, Chiesa, and hang on. If we get Isaac, it'd be Isaac and Ekatike, Cody Gakpo, Mo Salah, Chiesa, and then Verts can be as another attacker, can't it? So you got 5 or 6 attackers there. Run me it. Run me it. The link-up play between Ekatike and Isaac would be amazing. I'm telling you. The wavelength them two would be on. I can just see it now. Be great. You got young Rio there as well. There's another choice as a winger. So Liverpool getting Isaac just bolster their front line up, man. Because you could play Ekatike off the left with Isaac down the middle, Salah on the right, Verts in the 10, roaming in them positions. If Liverpool wanted, they could go to a 4-4-2 diamond. If Mo Salah's not available for AFCON, you go to 4-4-2 diamond. You play Ekatike and Isaac as a front two. You play a diamond in midfield. You got the wing backs going up and down. By the way, I actually think secretly that's how Liverpool should play. I actually think if you want to get the best out of Liverpool's attack and defence, the best way for Liverpool to play would be a 4-4-2 diamond or some kind of diamond in midfield. Gravenberch at the base, Verts at the tip of the diamond, and then Gravenberch and Szoboszlai on the other sides of the diamond. That's how I would play it. I think that's how Liverpool get the best out of their players, man. Honestly, you play Grav in the 6, or Grav in the 6, Szoboszlai, Verts in the 10, and then Gravenberch and McAllister. Yeah, McAllister and Szoboszlai on the tips, on the edges of the diamond. There's your diamond there, right? That's your 4. Your 2 up top, Ekatike and Isaac up top. That's if Salah, or you play Salah and Isaac up top before Ekatike, or you play. You can do so much. I think that's the best way of playing it, personally. But we've got players in there that probably, wouldn't suit playing in that situation. So we have to play with the 3 up top. But I think that's how you get the best out of it. Ekatike has a deep 9, Isaac and Salah as the inside forwards. I hear it. I smell it. I see it. The link-up play will just be generational. I'm telling you. Ekatike's hold-up play is excellent. Ekatike's hold-up play is good. His first touch is good. His link-up's good. He's got an eye for goal. I'm just worrying. Liverpool got to get an attacker in. They just do. If it's not Isaac, Liverpool got to move at the end of this week. At the end of this week, Liverpool got to move, if you ask me. If they're getting told by the weekend it's going to be a no on Isaac, it's just not going to happen. Liverpool going to have to look somewhere else to get an attacker in. I'm going to play Minecraft after. Yeah, play Minecraft later, mate. That'll be exciting, man. I don't know what they're going to do. The last 2 weeks is going to be mental. I think the last week of this transfer window, guys, it's going to be absolutely mental. I really do. There's apparently Liverpool are targeting a move for Brentford defender Nathan Collins as well, who I do like. I think he's a decent defender. Football finance expert Stefan Borson on the possibility of Liverpool signing Isaac via Football Insider. I guess we've got a point now where I think possibly, most likely, if you're betting on it, you'd say Liverpool put forward a deal of sort of 125 million plus loads of add-ons, some easy, some not so easy, and it gets done after the Liverpool Newcastle game, and he joins Liverpool. Liverpool remaining talks about Gay over a deal, and we've read that already. It's just Steve Parish we're waiting on. Yeah, interesting, guys. But look, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Big up the chat, man. Much love to you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to hit the QR code on the screen as well to join up to Match Bingo. Obviously, sponsoring the channel through the month of August. I'd appreciate if you, even if you don't want to sign up, you just want to see what it looks like. Scanning that QR code helps me massively. You know, it sees that people are checking it out. Don't even have to sign up if you don't want. If if you feel like it's not for you, but you want to just have a look and scan the QR code for me or the link in the description below, do that. I'd appreciate it. It helps out the channel massively going forward. So big up to you guys. I'm out of here. I'm going to go for me and the wife and the kids are going to go for a meal now. So I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, whatever it is you're doing. And I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. Much love, everyone. Peace out. Keep safe.